Hello everyone. How are you? This is Kay. Good to see you. Welcome back to my another live stream. Today is the 9th of February and this is on Sunday. So I'm here to do the weekly forecast. Today I cover euro pairs and I see which one looks the best. And for the rest of the pairs analysis I do on Mondays at KTS Academy and GTS graduate members. So for today on YouTube, I cover euro pairs. And regarding this, I already posted the survey on the chat, which euro pair looks the best among euro USD and euro JPY and euro CAD and euro AUD. So I keep the post, I keep the survey like this so that you can vote when you're at the live stream. I have my idea which one looks the best, but I wanted to also see your feedback, see your ideas, and that's why I took a vote. Okay, and this is Friday, this is Sunday. Last Friday was NFP, non-farm payrolls, and we had such a big news, lots of big news last week. So that means we may see some new trends this week. So together with that, let's review the markets on euro pairs in Forex first. Then I cover gold. Then I cover also Bitcoin, BTCUSD. And as per request, I also cover the Nifty 50 chart, Indian index. Okay, so before I start quickly, the GTS class in April 2025 is now open to join, and I've got 2 signups so far. So there is going to be 3 more seats available. This is to master my strategy for 3 months between April, May, and June. So if you're interested, please let me know. Please write me an email, then I can give you more details. So, all right, good to see you. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining today. I see lots of comments. Today, the live stream is starting a bit earlier timing because I'm in Asian time zone now. I have been traveling a lot these days. I'm in Asian time zone. That's why I start the live stream a bit earlier timing than usual. It's 5:40 p.m. here in Asian time. Okay, so now let me switch the screen to trading view. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Just hold on. Let me make the screen bigger and switch show the trading view. Just hold on. Yeah, it looks like the markets, Forex markets are very choppy these days. So maybe for you, it's a bit challenging for you to trade. However, gold is trending up still as expected. Gold has been bullish now. So I think that's one of the good markets to trade continuously this week, in my opinion. Okay, so now let me switch the screen. Okay, and this is Euro USD, and let me show the weekly time frame, and let me start from here. Okay, so Euro USD, I talked about this last week about in terms of the monthly time frame analysis when I did last week. Monthly is showing that the market is about to break the support level of 1.0175, and once the breakout happens, then the market potentially goes down all the way to 0.9535. So I selected Euro USD as one of the best pairs to trade in the month of February, and technically speaking, I want to enter trade before the breakout happens so that once it really happens, I can run nice profits. I can trail profits, as long as it goes bearish, according to Ichimoku KTS. So now this is really like on the close to support level Again, this is a weekly time frame now, and as you can see, the Kumo is down, bearish. And Kumo is composed of two lines. One is the Senko span B, and second is Senko span A. You can simply call it B and A, but when it's bearish Kumo, Senko span B is upper part of the Kumo, and Senko span A is the lower part of the Kumo. So if you closely pay attention to the angle of this Senko span A, it's angled down. That means this is downtrend in the long term. So right now the price closed with a bullish bar last Friday, and tomorrow on Monday new bar appears on Monday on the weekly time frame. But so far to me it's bearish still, because the price is below the Tenkan-sen, and last week the market was resisted by the Tenkan-sen and closed below the Tenkan-sen. And also the price is way below the Kijun-sen, and Senko span A angle down, and plus Chikou span is below the candles. So this tells us that it's bearish. It's not a strong bearishness, but sellers dominant over buyers in terms of equilibrium from Ichimoku perspective. And I just realized that we may be able to draw the descending trend line on this one. So let me go ahead and do that. I take the trend line tool and start from here, swing high, and I drag all the way down to here like this way. So there were clear two touches, and here it didn't reach. Instead, the market more respected the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen as a resistance, then went bearish. And 3 weeks ago, the market broke the Tenkan-sen. However, it was this time resisted by the descending trend line, and the market has been bearish. So that means as long as the market is below the descending trend line, below the Tenkan-sen, the market is bearish, and that means there's a potential breakout of 1.0175, right? So that's the analysis. So this is near the support. I used to buy here, but not anymore. When Ichimoku shows bearish, that means when the market breaks the support, it goes down very nicely, and it'll be efficient to make profits in this kind of situation. So my view is still bearish on Euro USD. It could retrace or range. So let's say this week it doesn't break. Instead, it becomes like this bearish bar and bullish bar and bearish bar. Then by the end of February or March, a breakout may happen this way too. So either way, Euro USD is bearish to me, so I continue to look for selling opportunities. So that's the Euro USD analysis. So regarding in terms of the best market to trade, to me Euro USD is okay market to trade, because again this is above the support level still. I see Euro USD is 58% of among the 4 pairs according to the vote, which is the most ratio I got from in terms of which pair looks the best. So let me continue analyze the other Euro pairs. Next one I cover Euro JPY. So maybe before I switch to Euro JPY, maybe you can check on your own Euro JPY weekly time frame and see how you analyze, and compare your analysis with myself, with my analysis. Then I think that will be a better learning process for you. YouTube is one-way direction. I can't hear your voice, although I see comments. I can't pick all the comments, and this is basically like a one-way direction live stream. But if you can also think about the scenario or do analysis on your own, then compare with myself, with mine, then you see the difference between yours and mine, and that's, I think, very efficient, effective to study based on my analysis. So yeah, take your time, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. If you have PC or a phone, you can open up the trading view and check the Euro JPY weekly time frame. Okay, yeah. All right, thank you very much for joining today. Yes, I cover Nifty chart. Yes, I will do that. Yes, I cover also my performance in December and 2025 and January as well. Yes. All right, good to see everyone. Rusli, Robert, Gabriele, good to see you. Alexandru, Mario, Nadim, thank you very much for joining. Good to see you. Okay, Chamberry, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. Ahmed, thank you for joining as well. He asks, if I join your group, how many trade signals every month? It depends on how active the markets are. While asking you to review Euro JPY, let me quickly cover this one. Let me just show you how the signals are sent in KTS Academy. This is basically when the trend is detected, the signals are sent. So these are the signals you get. This is in Discord group, closed community of KTS Academy, and this is how often recently the signals are sent. Looks like in January 17th there are so many signals because most likely there are big trends, big move. But at least once or twice per day seems like the signals are sent. This is when the trend is detected based on my own strategy. So it's very specific. It's not about the breakout. It's not about when the trend happens in higher time frame. When the trend is confirmed by the middle time frame, then these signals are sent. So there are very specific signals that you can refer to every day for you to trade. And last week there are not much signals because it was very quiet market anyways. But this is the rough sketch of how much signals you get every week. So if you're busy, I think signals are good. But for me, I prefer to check charts manually 3 times, 5 times per day and look for the best opportunities. Okay, so now let me switch the screen to Euro JPY and share my analysis. Okay, here is the weekly time frame. Euro JPY broke the P wave bearish as expected. I think I did this on KTS Academy analysis last week, or maybe, yeah, this week. And it broke the P wave bearish. And it's going towards 155.157. And Kumo is bearish, although it's sideways. In this case, the Senko span B is flat, Senko span A is retracing, and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are almost together here. So although the market broke the P wave bearish, it may not break the support in this momentum. And Chikou span is also very close to the candles. So in this case, to make the long story short, the bearishness, the selling pressure is not really strong. So usually it doesn't break the support. Instead, it consolidates, retrace, or maybe it tests the P wave resistance, then finally breaks bearish. So as we monitor the chart every day, every week, if it breaks, of course you can follow, but the chance of the breakout is a bit lower to me in this momentum. But I like the way how the bar closed last week. There was a gap between Friday and Monday last week, if you remember, and there's a gap down. 2 weeks ago, the close price was here, and last week open was here. And initially, it filled the gap, but then it closed all the way below the open price, and this is where it closed and broke the P wave bearish. So in terms of the candlestick patterns, there's a selling pressure, but from Ichimoku perspective, it's very weak. So even if it breaks, it may become fake, so you have to be careful if you want to trade Euro JPY. Euro JPY, I get the vote. 38% of the people think this is the best pair, and this is bearish, broke the P wave. So in that sense, it's good. Okay, but the selling pressure to me is a bit weak still. So if you master Ichimoku, then you not only capture the trend direction, but also the momentum of the market. And plus, if you apply time cycles, then you get time perspective, which is more important than the price perspective. So Ichimoku really gives you a lot of information, lots of insights among the markets. So yeah, that was Euro JPY. So now I move on to Euro CAD. But before I do that, again, open your trading view and go to the weekly time frame and check on your own how you feel, how you think about the Euro CAD weekly time frame. Okay, Charles says pound AUD. Okay, let me cover that. Alexander, on the daily frame, did not change the structure from bearish to upside. Okay, that was Euro USD. Yep. Okay. Kishore says, it's been a while since I watched a live. I moved on to futures, that's why. I see. Hope all is well. Yes, yes, yes. Everything's well. Thank you very much. Okay. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. Okay, so now let me switch to Euro CAD weekly time frame. Okay, so what do you see here now? What do you see here? This is really range, right? If you only focus on the lower time frames like 1 hour or even lower time frames, it was bearish last week. As you can see, there's a huge bearish bar, and last week it went down almost 324 pips. So on the weekly, on intraday basis, it was a huge downtrend. So you may think it's continuous, but if you look at this weekly time frame, it's been sideways. So that means, yes, it was bearish last week, but this week we never know. It may come up, or it may become a range, very choppy market. And once the market breaks the Senko span B, then it turns bearish, but not yet happened. And weekly shows the price is closed within the Kumo. So that means most likely the lower time frame becomes very choppy, especially 5 below 1 hour time frame. If you also take multiple time frame analysis, then below 1 hour time frame becomes very choppy because of this. So this is not really a good market to trade. If you compare Euro CAD to Euro JPY, then Euro JPY looks better because there's a potential breakout still. And Euro CAD is something that usually I avoid to trade. That's one of the perspectives in terms of the overall structure and the price within the Kumo. And another thing I want to emphasize is the Kumo shape. The Kumo shape has been very tiny and thin and flat. right? This means that the market has been completely ranging and the volatility is really low. I mean, in terms of the weekly basis, in terms of the intraday basis, it went down more than 300 pips last week, so it's volatile. But in weekly time frame basis, it's very choppy, ups and downs, and that's simply what the future thin Kumo means. Kumo shape means a lot, and if you only master Kumo shape itself, then you can also understand the market situations very deeply. So Kumo being flat and sideways in the future, and the price is locating within the Kumo. So the best choice is to wait for the break of the support level, or the Senko span B, which is 1.4692, and wait for that to break. And that's good because there's no previous support levels until down here, which is 1.4481. So that's more than 200 pips of room to trade, which is good. So we can wait for that to happen, and once the breakout happens, then you will see downtrend most likely on the daily 4-hour time frames and the lower time frames. So I think that's the better situation to trade. So when I do the weekly analysis like this, I'm not here to predict the future. I'm not here to select which market to focus, which market to trade. I scan all the markets every day, but by doing this, I'm creating the scenario, and when the market goes according to my scenario, that's the one I focus, and that's one I trade. But until it happens, I never know which one goes according to my scenario. Whichever it goes, I focus, and that's why I create the scenarios like this, so that it prevents me from jumping into the market, or I don't panic. Let's say when the market breaks support, then if I didn't do that analysis today, then if it just happens within next week, then I may jump in the market because that was not included in the scenario, or I didn't create such a scenario, so I may get biased. So this is kind of like a psychological preparation every weekend or every Monday. Like when the market breaks Senko span B on Euro CAD weekly, then I do actions. Otherwise, I don't. Then I get peace of mind, in myself every week this way. So that was Euro CAD weekly time frame. Okay, so next one I cover is Euro AUD. Okay, so before that, please check the weekly time frame Euro AUD and think in your head, what would you view the market? How would you view the market? By the way, Euro CAD was 3%. 3% of the viewers thought it's the best market. Yeah, it's ranging, so right, this is not really a good market to trade in my opinion. When the price is within the Kumo, it becomes really unpredictable. So you also have to be careful on the fake breakout in this situation, in the lower time frames. Okay, next one I cover is Euro AUD. So let me go on to Euro AUD, and the market looks like this. Okay, so just like Euro CAD, the Kumo is very tiny and flat. It's getting smaller. Senko span A is retracing. Again, when it's bearish Kumo, Senko span B is above, upper part, and Senko span A is a lower part. Usually Senko span A is more actively ups and downs than the Senko span B. Senko span B tends to be more sideways than Senko span A, and that's one of the ways to identify whether it's A or B. Senko span A is usually more ups and downs because of the calculation. Senko span B is longer term, 52, than Senko span A. So yeah, Kumo is retracing. This is like Bollinger Bands. If you're familiar with Bollinger Bands, it's like Senko span A is retracing, and the area between Senko span B and A is now contracting, squeezing. So it's basically getting less and less momentum here. And Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen crossed just last week, but the prices between Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen, and overall in the sideways, and Chikou span is touching. So that means there's no trend at the moment. Right, so last week was bearish, and it closed below the previous support level. If you look at 4-hour or 1-hour time frames, it's bearish. But that breakout is not trustable because of this higher time frame situation. Monday, Tuesday, it may go up and continue range. So it's either you stay away from this market or reduce the risk per trade and enter sell. I don't recommend to enter buy on this one. Short-term view is bearish, so sell is the right call still. But even if you sell, you may not be able to make good profits because of the weekly situation being range. So yeah, basically Forex market's a bit challenging these days. I mean, especially last week. I was thinking that one of these big news will impact the market and it creates some new trends, new directions, but looks like it's not the case in terms of the euro pairs. So that was Euro AUD. To me, this one is not really a good market. So next one I cover is Euro Pound. So let me just go ahead and do that. Euro Pound is now below the Tenkan-sen, and Kijun-sen, I mean the price is below Kijun-sen. However, Kumo is flat still. The Kumo is flat, and the market closed with the doji candlestick. So when it's doji, hold on, let me just cancel these drawings. When it's doji, the point is to wait for the breakout of the doji support. Then most likely the market goes down this way. And Chikou span is below the candle still. So to me it's bearish. I mean, sell is the better choice than buy in this market. Even if it goes up this way, I think the market will be very choppy, and you won't be able to expect good profits when it's like this. But if it goes bearish, breaks the doji bearish, then that means this whole reversing wave continues, and the market may continue bearish this way. So that's better choice to sell. So let's see if the market goes bearish this week. That's Euro Pound. And finally, Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc has been also range. Simply, Kumo is flat. Senko span B flat, Senko span A flat. Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen both flat sideways, and also Chikou span touching. So this one is not also really good market to trade. In this case, I don't even look at the lower time frames. By simply checking the weekly time frame, I skip to the next one. So overall, among the euro pairs, Euro USD, this is close to the support level, but and it's been below the descending trend line. So if the market breaks support, it's good. But to the support level, there is the pips of, let me see, 147, almost 150 pips of room to the support level, and in terms of the momentum every week, it's either it breaks or it stops on the support level this coming week from tomorrow. Then in the month of February, maybe breakout. And Euro JPY is below the P wave, and it's getting closer to the support level. And Euro CAD is bearish, but it's range overall. And Euro AUD as well, Euro Pound as well, and Euro Swiss franc. So the best of the best among Euro JPY. If I were to pick one of the pairs, then that'll be Euro JPY to select. I mean, relatively speaking, it's not really the best market, but relatively, Euro JPY is better over other pairs. Then second best is Euro USD, I would say. So that's my analysis. Okay, so now let me move on to gold as original topic. Let me cover them first. So gold, right? Gold has been up. I told you last week that there's no sign of the retracement, and Kumo has been thick and up. The area between Senko span A and B is very big, so this is still continuously bullish. My target at the moment is 2900, and after that it's going to be 3000. So within the month of February, it may reach 3000. So to me it's bullish, and I continue to look for buying opportunities. I like the market how it was supported by the trend line and went up, broke the resistance level 2 weeks ago, and last week continued bullish. You can actually extend the descending trend line to the past like this way too. But anyways, it's been supported by the trend line, the price above the Tenkan Sen, Chikou span above the candles too. So it's a healthy bullish trend so far. From this technical perspective, it's completely bullish to me. And it's not overbought because the Kumo is not too thin. The Kumo thin means the area between Senko span A and B is getting close, like here. Then I say it's overbought. You know, I don't want to buy in that case. But now Kumo, the area between Senko span A and B is pretty big. It's wide. So this is not really overbought yet. So I think it's still safer to look for buying opportunities on gold this week. Okay, so next one I want to cover is index. So let me cover Nasdaq first. So Nasdaq was bullish. It has been bullish until the week of the 16th December, and after that it's been ranged. But again, as an Ichimoku user myself, it's bullish because the price above the Kijun Sen and Kumo is up. Senko span A angle is up, and the area between Senko span A and B is not small yet, so it's not overbought. So after consolidation, and if the market breaks bullish, then I think it goes up to 23,000, which is the next target. And I do see potential breakout still on Nasdaq. Okay, and also let me cover Nifty chart, Nifty 50 here. According to the weekly time frame, its range, the price is still within the Kumo, and the Kumo is flat at the moment. Looks like this is still in the middle of the retracement. There is no sign of the bullishness yet. So now this time the market's touching the Kijun Sen weekly, which is over here, 23,787. So if the market breaks the Kijun Sen bullish this week, then most likely it goes up to the weekly Kijun Sen. But if it resisted or it doesn't break, then this is still continuously bearish. So Nifty chart to me is range. It can go either way, 50-50 chance. So let's continue monitor closely. And finally, let me cover BTCUSD weekly time frame as well. From Ichimoku perspective, Bitcoin is still bullish because of the Kumo shape again. The Kumo Senko span B is up, Senko span A is up, Kijun Sen is also up, and the price above the Kijun Sen and Chikou span above the candles. Although it has been ranging since last November, still buyers are dominant over sellers. So there is still potential breakout. And last week closed with a doji candlestick. And it's within the range. So in this case, we cannot really trust the doji breakout bullish. So this week, maybe another doji or weaker momentum. Since I still don't see any bullish signals yet. In the market, let me see. I just see that there is a ascending trend line like this way, and it's been supported by this. So yeah, this week maybe range, but as long as price above the ascending trend line, there's a good chance that the market breaks the resistance and continues bullish. So that's BTCUSD analysis. So I think the markets, especially gold, is good, and indices are now consolidating, ranging, and Bitcoin as well is range at the moment. And coming back to Forex pairs, today I cover Euro pairs, and also let me cover the one that was requested, which one was it? Pound AUD. Let me see, Pound AUD weekly time frame is now range, no trend at the moment. The price is above the Kijun Sen, so technically it's bullish. Looks like it's been supported by the trend line this way, but it's more like a P wave. So maybe it's better to wait for the P wave, break out the bullish. But at this moment, most likely P wave breaks bullish. So it's bullish still, it's bullish trend. Yes, Kumo is up now, Senko span A is up, and Chikou span is above the candlesticks technically. So it's a range, but buyers dominant range market. It could break the P wave bullish this week. Yeah, and also we had lots of trends on JPY pairs last week. You may be able to trade and took some profits on JPY pairs. So yeah, that was my analysis today. I think the Forex markets are becoming a bit tricky these days, but this is something I told to the KTS Academy and GTS members. Now the markets are ranging, and this is when people usually lose money. So it's better to be patient and wait for the best opportunities to come. When it's not the best, then don't take it. That's also very important in terms of the psychology of the market and trades. You only take the best market, best opportunities to trade. Then see how it goes. If you're not still sure whether it goes up or not, and if you're not really 100% sure, then my advice is not to take it. And usually it happens in a range market or choppy market, and since you want to trade, you want to make profits, in this motivation you may be executing the trades, then you may end up losing. So it's better to be patient. Instead of looking at the market, I recommend to simply close the chart, and you can still simply focus on the back testing and studying at the moment. Then when the trend happens, which happens for sure in the future, then you trade again in that situation. This is a trend follower mindset. I'm a trend follower, so that's why I say this. If you're a scalper, if you are contrarian traders, then it may be different. But if you're also a trend follow strategy or mindset, then I think this is an opportunity to study and backtest to me. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. Good to see you. Yes. So that was a bit of a bit shorter analysis today, but and also time zone is different now. So I did this live stream a bit earlier timing than usual. But thank you for joining, everyone, and also thank you for watching the archive in case you missed it. So as I travel around, maybe I do the live stream in different schedule, different time zones, so that it gives you more opportunities to join from different regions, and I think it's also good. Yeah, I think the markets are choppy. Yes, the markets are very choppy, and it's choppy, so the best option is to do nothing. But it's hard to do nothing because the market's moving, and you may think it's opportunities there. You think the job is to trade. If you don't trade today, if you don't trade every day, then you may feel you're not doing anything. But actually that's good because you're saving money for the next best opportunities. You don't have to execute every day or every week. Let's look for the best opportunities, especially when the market's ranging like this way. Thank you very much, everyone. That's it for today. So I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and see you in the next one. Next video will be about how to draw the lines in the trending market. I did the video in range market a few days ago, so I hope you enjoyed the video. And next one's coming up next week, Tuesday, the video. So please look forward to it. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thank you very much.